This is a demonstration of exercise 1218, accounting for long-term notes payable transactions. Consider the following note payable transactions of Caleb Video Productions. On October 1st, 2018, they purchased equipment costing $80,000 by issuing a 5-year 8% note payable. The note requires annual principal payments of $16,000 plus interest each October the 1st, and the problem asks us to journalize the transactions for Caleb Productions for 2018 and 19. So the first thing we need to do is record the purchase of this equipment and the note payable that went with it. So the equipment cost $80,000 and will credit notes payable for the liability. Next, on December 31st, we need to accrue the interest on the note from October 1st through December 31st. So the principal is $80,000, the rate is 8%, and it's been outstanding for 3 months out of 12. So our interest expense is going to be $1,600. So we'll debit interest expense and we'll credit interest payable for $1,600. Then in 2019, we pay the first installment on the note. So at this time, we're still going to calculate interest expense from January 1st through October 1st on the original principal amount of $80,000 at the 8% rate, and this is for 9 months out of 12. So the interest expense for this year is $4,800. We had interest payable from the previous year of $1,600, and then we need to make the $16,000 principal payment. So those would be our debits, and then we would have a credit to cash for the total of $22,400. Then at December 31st, we need to accrue the interest on the remaining principal. So we had our $80,000 note, but we've made a $16,000 payment. So our principal balance has been reduced to $64,000. It's still going to be at 8%, and it's still 3 months divided by 12 because we made a principal payment and accrued interest at that time on October 1st. So now our interest expense for this period of time is $1,280. So we debit interest expense and we credit interest payable for that amount. The second part of this problem states, considering the given transactions only, what are Caleb Video Productions' total liabilities on December 31st, 2019? I've had this information updating as we calculated it in the problem. The first thing that they would owe would be that interest payable of $1,280. Then they would also owe $64,000 on the principal note. So if you add those two together, the total liabilities associated with this note is $65,280. And that is the conclusion of the demonstration for exercise 1218.